Welcome back to Cozy Corner. Tonight, we step inside a home wrapped in thrifted beauty and rustic warmth. A place where every decoration carries history and every corner glows with gentle nostalgia. This is your Thrifted Rustic Christmas Decor Tour 2025, a vintage-inspired transformation built from secondhand treasures, weathered textures, soft candlelight, and the quiet charm of a Christmas rooted in memory. Settle in, breathe deeply, and allow this home to guide you into a December that feels slower, softer, and wonderfully meaningful. One, the entryway of welcoming warmth. Stepping inside feels like crossing the threshold into a winter story told through natural textures and time-worn pieces. A reclaimed wooden bench anchors the space, its surface softened by the years and layered with a plaid wool throw in muted cranberry tones. Above the bench, a simple peg rail holds thrifted coats, a vintage satchel, and a knitted scarf that adds a personal touch of lived-in warmth. Fairy lights woven loosely around a weathered mirror scatter a soft glow across a small tray holding brass keys and an old pocket watch. A wire basket beneath the bench is filled with cedar branches, filling the air with evergreen fragrance. Nothing in this entryway feels curated. It feels collected, loved, and familiar. It gently invites guests into a season shaped by presence rather than perfection, and it sets the tone for a home where Christmas is embraced with soft intentionality. 2. A console filled with woodland nostalgia. The console in the main living area feels like a small woodland vignette brought indoors. A stack of worn books tied with twine forms the base for a pair of mismatched ceramic deer, each found on different thrift trips, yet charmingly harmonious. Amber glass bottles catch warm candlelight, reflecting hues reminiscent of old lanterns. Sprigs of juniper, scattered pine cones, and dried berries add a natural forest texture that grounds the scene. Hanging above the console is an empty, distressed wooden frame, intentionally left bare to let the wall become its own quiet artwork. A narrow wool runner in earthy tones softens the tabletop, allowing the objects to nestle into the space rather than sit on display. The entire arrangement feels gathered over winters, layered slowly with sentiment and memory. This console offers a gentle pause, a small moment of wonder that invites the viewer to breathe in the beauty of simple things. 3. The hearth, heart of rustic Christmas. The fireplace serves as the emotional center of the home, radiating comfort and carrying the timeless rhythm of winter. A raw wooden mantel holds a curated row of thrifted brass candlesticks, each unique in height and shape, their beeswax flames flickering gently. Number 4. The living room wrapped in time-worn comfort. The living room exudes a softness that feels like a warm December morning. A thrifted linen sofa in creamy tones becomes a welcoming foundation layered with cable net blankets, plaid throws, and pillows inspired by vintage European textiles. At the center, a wooden crate repurposed as a coffee table holds an enameled tray filled with dried orange slices, cinnamon sticks, pine sprigs, and a beeswax candle that fills the air with a gentle sweetness. A faded rug anchors the space with its muted browns and reds, offering warmth underfoot. A rocking chair sits near the fireplace, draped with a quilt whose hand-stitched pattern tells a story of generations. Amber light from a vintage sconce gives the walls a warm glow that highlights old black and white winter photographs. Every detail feels intentional, serene, and steeped in memory. Five, a Christmas tree filled with soul. The Christmas tree stands humbly in a galvanized tub discovered on a thrifting trip, its base wrapped in an old grain sack. Rather than new ornaments, the branches hold a collection of meaningful treasures: faded glass baubles, carved wooden stars, tarnished brass bells, and delicate straw snowflakes. Strings of cranberries and popcorn wind gently around the tree, offering an old-world charm. The topper is a paper angel whose slightly bent wings make her even more endearing. Soft, warm lights illuminate every detail, giving the tree a soulful presence. This is not a showpiece. It is a curated tapestry of memory, tradition, and craftsmanship. Each ornament carries a story, and every branch reflects a season of life touched with love and heritage. Six, a thrifted hot cocoa nook. In the kitchen, a cozy hot cocoa nook becomes a comforting invitation on cold evenings. A wooden shelf holds mismatched mugs, stoneware, enamel, and floral ceramics, each one collected from different thrift stores. An old tin container stores marshmallows, while small jars with handwritten labels hold cocoa mix and spices. A rustic cutting board anchors the arrangement with dried oranges, cinnamon sticks, and tiny brass spoons, adding warmth and character. A small evergreen in a ceramic pitcher brings woodland freshness to the scene, while a string of fairy lights drapes softly across the shelf, casting a golden shimmer. This nook feels intimate, nostalgic, and deeply inviting, a little refuge of warmth during winter nights.
Seven, rustic dining table with warm layers. The dining table showcases the charm of imperfect beauty. A frayed linen tablecloth drapes gracefully over the wood, grounding mismatched vintage plates and tarnished flatware that seem to carry generations of stories. Brass candlesticks arranged in a loose line down the center glow warmly, illuminating scattered sprigs of cedar and thrifted ornaments in soft metallic tones. A long wooden dough bowl holds apples, walnuts, pine cones, and dried citrus slices, creating a naturally abundant centerpiece. Each place setting includes a muslin napkin tied with twine and a fresh evergreen sprig, offering a simple but heartfelt touch. This table invites lingering conversations, slow meals, and connection, its rustic charm fostering a sense of togetherness.
8. Shelves of simple vintage charm. The open shelves in the kitchen echo the essence of rustic simplicity. Supple stacks of white ironstone bowls sit beside enamelware pitchers and cutting boards softened by decades of use. Dried orange slices hang like tiny sunlit pendants along the shelf edge, catching the afternoon light and diffusing it in warm tones. A vintage scale supports a small bundle of pine, adding subtle greenery to the neutral palette. Amber glass bottles with winter herbs introduce earthy depth to the scene. These shelves celebrate everyday items, useful, beautiful, and gracefully aged, forming a harmonious balance of practicality and holiday charm.
Nine. A bedroom for quiet December nights. The bedroom becomes a sanctuary for peaceful winter rest. A patchwork quilt in muted reds, creams, and browns envelops the bed in nostalgic warmth. Folded wool blankets sit at the foot, inviting slow mornings in bed. A small tabletop tree, placed inside a wooden crate, glows gently with tiny warm lights and simple paper stars. On the dresser, a brass lamp casts soft shadows across pine-filled jars and a stack of worn books. The overall atmosphere feels serene and unhurried, a retreat where December nights feel longer in the best possible way.
Vintage toys bringing childlike joy. Vintage toys scattered around the home evoke a warm sense of nostalgia and spark a gentle childlike wonder. A small wooden train rests along the windowsill, its carts carrying cedar sprigs and dried berries, quiet reminders of winters long past. Alphabet blocks, chipped naturally with age, spell out joyful words and sit beneath the soft glow of a lamp. Under the Christmas tree, a wooden pull-along duck with worn wheels serves as a tender symbol of simpler times, whispering stories of laughter and play from decades ago. A weathered teddy bear sits in a wooden chair, its fabric softened by countless hugs. These toys are not merely decorative, they breathe life into each corner, reminding us that Christmas is as much about innocence and imagination as it is about tradition. Their presence infuses the home with a sense of authenticity and heart, making the entire atmosphere feel deeply human and beautifully imperfect.
The mudroom's rustic winter rhythm. The mudroom reflects the practical poetry of winter routines. Vintage hooks hold wool scarves, thrifted coats, and plaid hats, each displaying textures that hint at chilly walks and everyday warmth. A rustic wooden bench sits beneath the row of hooks, its surface marked with the soft wear of years. A galvanized bucket filled with logs waits dutifully for the fireplace, while a woven mat collects snow and pine needles from boots. A simple wreath of eucalyptus and cedar hangs from twine, adding scent and softness to the small space. The mudroom bridges the outdoor chill with indoor comfort. It holds the rhythm of the season in the most honest way. It embraces the beauty of transitions, entering, resting, shedding the weight of the day, while offering a quiet moment before the heart of the home welcomes you inside. A bathroom with peaceful holiday touches. Even the bathroom receives a gentle touch of Christmas calm. A wooden stool beside the tub carries a sprig of pine, a rolled towel, and a beeswax candle that flickers softly against the tile. Clear apothecary jars hold winter-scented salts and dried herbs, adding both function and beauty. On the wall hangs a thrifted mirror with subtly tarnished edges that catch the candlelight in warm ripples. A small, unadorned wreath made of eucalyptus hangs softly from a ribbon, introducing fragrance and understated charm. In this small space, the holiday decor feels peaceful and restorative, never loud or overwhelming. It is a reminder that even quiet corners deserve warmth, and that Christmas can be felt in the simplest gestures.
A hallway of winter stories. The hallway transforms into a gallery of sentimental winter memories. Mismatched thrifted frames line the walls, each holding black and white photographs of snowy forests, wooden cabins, bundled children, and gentle winter landscapes. A narrow console table beneath the frames holds a ceramic bowl brimming with pine cones and dried berries. At its side, a vintage lantern glows softly, illuminating the hallway with a comforting amber light. The worn wood floors creak lightly, adding to the warmth and character of the space. Walking through the hallway feels like drifting through time, each framed image inviting you to pause, remember, and feel rooted in the season. It becomes a pathway not only between rooms, but between eras, carrying the spirit of winter through every step. Reading nook for snowy evenings. The reading nook offers a serene retreat for quiet winter evenings. A thrifted armchair sits snugly under the window, draped with a thick plaid throw that invites you to curl up with a warm drink. Beside the chair, a wooden crate stands in as a side table, holding a small stack of well-loved books with soft, worn pages. On the windowsill, a row of tiny bottle-brush trees creates a miniature winter landscape, gently illuminated by the glow of a small lamp. Snow, real or imagined, feels close here, whispering a soft stillness into the room. This nook becomes a safe haven for rest, introspection, and tenderness, encouraging you to slow down and savor the peaceful rhythm of the season. The final glow of a thrifted Christmas home. As the tour comes full circle, the home reveals itself as a tapestry of collected memories and simplified beauty. The gentle glow of candles reflects off brass candlesticks, amber bottles, and weathered mirrors. The scent of cedar fills the air, mingling with the soft sweetness of dried oranges and beeswax. The Christmas tree hums quietly in the background, its hand-picked ornaments glowing with stories of winters past. Nothing feels rushed.
Every piece has been placed with thought, intention, and heart. This home is a reminder that Christmas does not require perfection or extravagance. It only asks for warmth, authenticity, and gratitude. Through thrifted treasures and rustic textures, the home becomes a sanctuary of nostalgia, alive with presence, memory, and gentle joy.
Thank you for joining this Thrifted Rustic Christmas Decor tour. Every corner of this home invites you to appreciate the quiet beauty of secondhand treasures and the charm of imperfection. May this tour inspire you to embrace slower decorating, thoughtful collecting, and the gentle warmth of a Christmas lived with intention and heart.